Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It is once again time for a shop tour. We are getting ever closer to the June sprints. Last week I talked about it, but in case you guys missed it, we've got a limited edition T-shirt that we're selling, a JPM Performance T-shirt. There's the link right below here under the video. Check it out. There's only one more week to go for this sale. So, and then that's it. That's why they call it limited edition, right? Here we are, June 8th. Rolling through June. It's getting hot in Topeka, which is a good thing. Getting ready to go racing here in a couple weeks. Next week I'm going to have a pretty exciting update for you guys about what I've got going on. So there's people out there that know about it, but next week we'll actually publicly announce exactly what's going on. So okay, let's get into the shop tour here. So this is a K-Series Honda block, fresh from the machine shop, bored out, ready to go. I just need to clean all the bits and pieces and get this project back going and gone again. So nothing super exciting, I guess, but that's what's on the next to-do engine build list, if I can get everything else going as well. I've also got a little Miata job. This is actually for a local guy, streetcar guy. Got the cylinder head finished. Just need to do some assembly on the block here. So we'll get that done hopefully in the next, I think this needs to be done next week actually. So trying to balance all these projects out, guys, takes a lot of effort at times, mental effort. I did get in the new transmission for Bob's car. As you can see, I haven't touched it yet, because I've been pushing on getting the Camaro fixed. So we got the upright fixed. As it turns out, we ended up having a one-off upright just for this car. And so we're gonna be doing a complete update on this car over the winter. And so for now, what I did is I repaired that upright and it is back on the car. She's cleaned up, ready to go. Just need to get this loaded up and taken back to Kansas City. So that's actually gonna happen this afternoon. So that's what we're working on here. You don't always see this in my shop, guys, because you know how I like to keep things pretty organized, but I've got what I would call the proverbial bomb that has gone off here, because I'm in the middle of yanking out a bad engine out of Rocky Entrican's Miata. And if I was really smart, after I hadn't opened the hood, but once I did open the hood, I realized how filthy the engine compartment was. I should have pressure washed it before I brought it in, but here's the old motor. So now I'm in the middle of swapping everything over. So this is an engine that he acquired, and so I'm in the middle of swapping all the bits and pieces over. Apparently this is supposed to be a good engine. I don't know anything about it, but that's what's kind of going on. And so when this happens, I like to set them next to each other and kind of do a comparison. So start on one side of the motor, take everything off, put it on this one. Go to the back, take everything off, put it on this one. So I'm in the middle of a bit of a mess here, getting this all taken care of, but hopefully that gets done here in the next day or so I can get that project out of here. Did have a bit of a unique car come in that it's kind of a head shaker and a head twister turner. This is a Super Charged Crossfire. Isn't it a Crossfire? Yeah, it's a Crossfire. You don't see these very often, but this guy takes this thing to track days. It's got an automatic transmission. It's kind of an interesting little car, but what we're going to be doing is actually putting some race seats in and putting in a rear roll cage section. So as you can see, this is very narrow back here, so not a whole lot of room to work, but we're going to be putting in a roll bar back here with some rear braces and some nice bracing for the belts, as well as putting in some race seats, trying to get him down low. But it's kind of a unique little project, not something that I normally do, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure why it is I said I would do this, but here it is, and I'm a man of my word, so we're gonna get this done hopefully in the next week or so too. So yeah, here's our roll cage tubing. So these things are like 3,200 pounds, so I like to use 1.5" roll bar tubing. I just don't like the way 1 3/4 looks personally. But when you do use 1.5", it has to be the thicker wall, the 120 wall. So got some roll cage tubing in this morning, so we can actually get after this project as well. But I need to get Rocky's project finalized. So I can't remember if, I don't think it was here, but this is the replacement engine. So this is just a good, I think, 55,000 mile engine from a junkyard. This is the Nissan motor. It's quite the lump. So this is what we're going to put into Bob's car. Got it from LKQ junkyard. It's bone stock. Hopefully it works fine. There are guarantees on these, but generally I can trust LKQ. They do a good job of making sure that they run before they start taking everything off. But the interesting thing about LKQ or any junkyard, come take a quick look. These guys love to cut everything. So they just cut the fuel line, cut the wiring harness, you know, they just cut everything. They're just bang, bang, bang. So I have to pull all this stuff out, obviously, and throw these away and replace. Once again, it's going to be another swap over. So once I have that engine out, I've got an even bigger swap over from everything from that motor onto this motor. So that's kind of what's going on here. This is a 3.7 liter Nissan motor out of a 370Z or a G37, I believe. They're like the same motors. So in the meantime, the BMW waits, lying in wait. By next week, you will see that I will have her jacked up, and the prep process for the runoffs will begin. Everything kind of is on a schedule right now, trying to manage the chaos, guys. So that's kind of part of where we're at. And of course, I still have a little blue Miata over here. I can't remember if we talked about this little blue Miata. I think we did. But as it turns out, the engine needs to come out of that one because it needs an engine rebuild because it was being remotely tuned and was damaged. I did talk about that. Now it's all coming back to me. So, lots of projects and not a lot of time. So, got to keep pushing. That's what this is all about. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Of course, if you're interested, jump down there and buy yourself a t-shirt. Like I said, we've only got 1 week to go on this t-shirt sale, so check it out, get one. You can wander around the racetrack looking cool. So I appreciate your guys' support as always. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week for the big reveal, as it were. Thanks, guys. Take care.